Oh, Basamba on the line. Hello, Basamba.
Yes.
Hi, Basamba. How are you? Welcome to Kirfatu.
Yeah, thank you.
Uh, let us
Um, uh,
let me know if you are hearing Basamba. First, Basamba, I want you to let me know because I want to make the clarification first. Is this the same Basamba Drammeh who does the Basamba talk show for, or it is a different Basamba?
yeah, Basamba Steak is my nephew. Basamba that does the Basamba Steak is my nephew. I'm Basamba Muhammad Drammeh. I'm his uncle. So this is Basamba of Red Carpet Solutions.
Basamba of what solutions?
Red Carpet Solutions.
Red carpet solution. If you can speak a little louder, okay. Basamba, so I know I reached out to Honorable Musayali Bachi earlier on, and also I spoke to you earlier on about this allegation going around about what is the name of the country again? I don't know. It's difficult to pronounce. I don't. I always find it difficult to.
Nicaragua.
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 Nicaragua, yes.
Nicaragua.
Tell
Yeah.
us what is the situation? What happened? How you guys have been taking people to this place for vacation, and what is this? What happened at this point? What is this problem?
What happened, to make the long story short, we've been producing visas for people to travel to Nicaragua, and the route was via Istanbul from Banjul to Panama or to Sao Paulo, then to Nicaragua, and then they will from there, they'll find their way out, on themselves, their own.
Yeah.
So, and we realized that, why not we charter a whole flight that will take about 100 or 200 or 300 people, who will just, venture into the journey to go to Nicaragua for tourism.
Okay.
Yes.
So at this point, we are told you guys have up to 250 passengers. Is this true that you are supposed to take in this particular trip? What happened to those passengers? Why haven't they been able to travel?
Well, there were so many hiccups, and actually, the passengers we have in is 235. These are the number of passengers we have in on our manifest. And because it's a chartered flight, so we were required to make a manifest with the name, the passport numbers, and all the details of the people, the passengers traveling. So we have about 235, and these people, not all of them, paid, so. And the hiccups we are having is that we hired a big plane, an Airbus, that is an Airbus 747 that takes about 560 people. And the plan was to have two trips, a 250 flight to go first, and then another 250 flight to go second. That makes it 500. And now for this Boeing, we could not fill it up to 560. And so that was one of the delay. So the first delay was our first agent, whom we hired from Eagle Air Services, and we came together to Nigeria here, and he was beating about the bush, dilly-dallying with our affairs. And so we realized that his case was a bit dubious, and so we ended the relation with him. Like, it's a long story what happened, as I explained it to you like earlier on before the show.
Yeah.
So the thing is, we now are having the project in our own hands, and we ourselves are hiring the flight, and we've reached out to some options that we are exploring, and we understand that this is going to happen, and we've talked with we are good to go, and a date is even being slated, that is on the 30th of this month. The flight will be coming, that will be taking the people to Nicaragua.
Now, do you have visas for all of these passengers you have been able to acquire airplane for? Do you have a visa for all of them? All of the passengers?
Yes, they all have visas. All the 235, we make their visas. Like the moment you intend. At first, what we used to do, that's like, 3, 4 months ago, is that we only make the visa for you. And then, you go to the airline agencies like Air Turkey, Turkish Airlines, or you go to Sadguru or any other airlines that sell ticket. You can go to them and they will get your ticket. But for us, you only pay the visa fees. But this time is that, whenever someone comes and you intend to travel, like, we make the visa for you. It's not visa free, but the visa is part of the package that we charge. And so you'll have your visa and your vaccination certificate, and you'll have your yellow fever medical certificate, and all the documents, that are necessary for you to travel with. So we fixed that one for you. And so we put your name in the manifest, and you will then pay. Some people will pay, and then, we'll get their visas to them to confirm to them that, they are part of the trip.
So, but Mr. Basamba, you guys don't operate as an air travel agency in the Gambia. Now, how are you able to get a landing for an aircraft in the Gambia, or even in the country that you're taking these passengers to? Because you don't operate as an
That was also, one of the hiccups we had during the acquisition of London permit in the Gambia, after we requested from the GCAA, Gambia Aviation Authority.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened? Red Carpet Solution is a company like registered, and is legal to operate like as a facilities management company and a consultancy services company.
Mm-hmm.
And to us, as far as we are consultancy services, and we are licensed to operate as one. So for visa consultation, for other consultation services, we can practice as one. But what we didn't realize was, for you to acquire a London permit, you have to go further than that. You need to register with the Gambian Aviation Authority and the GIA. So we didn't know about that. So until the last minute, when we were denied the permit of Gambia, the London permit of the Gambia. So that's the time we realized, and so we revised the whole thing. The whole thing is revised now, and we now partnered with a licensed company, a company who is authorized to go on to work as a tour guide company and also to sell tickets. So this company is working with us now as a new partner, and we are working on to getting London permit in the Gambia, which is confirmed. We promised. There's already promise been made that we'll have our London permit.
But Basamba, your office have before taken people to this Nicaragua, right? Before this particular incident happening, right? You have done that before, right? And they had no hitches.
And they have, sorry?
There were no hitches as to taking them and bringing them.
Yeah, there were no hitches actually, So the thing is, the office was operating as the visa consultancy, like, giving them license, and even individuals were doing that, you produce the visa. It's an online visa that you do. So it's like you will fill a form online, and it's a very complicated form that you will fill, and it to do one visa, it can take you for like 2 hours fixing it. So it requires a lot of time, especially when you are new to it, and the more if you have experience, you can do it in maybe 1 hour for one visa. So this is the patient that you will need to do a visa. So we were doing it, and some other people were also producing visas. But what happened, the office was not selling tickets. It was not acting as an agent of selling ticket. What used to happen was, after acquiring a visa for you, you are on your own. So you will go to airline agency. Any airline agents that will sell ticket to you will only give you an advice of, will consult you based on the route you are to take. You'll take the route of Istanbul to Sao Paulo to Panama, and then to Nicaragua. So we'll give you that route, and people were paying airlines to issue tickets for them. So this was ongoing.
So now at this point, over almost 235 passengers have been are involved, supposed to be involved in this particular trip. At this point, you don't have the landing license for Gambia. If at all you're not able to take these people to their destination, what happens? Are you able to refund their monies to them? Because this is a lot of money. I'm being told this is some. I spoke to one of the complainants who told me they have paid almost. Some have paid almost $4,500. Others have paid $6,000. Now, are you able to pay these people their monies in full, $6,000 or $4,000, based on what they have paid to you guys?
Yeah, the thing is, is a promise to deliver, contract, even if at all there is no contract, written contract. But, when somebody gives you your money to do something, you have to provide the service. And if you don't provide the service, you do a refund. So we have refund policies, that are there. But some of the customers, they're not just patient because of the time, we've given them. Like, first time has failed, and the second one also, just because of the last hiccup, not having the landing permit. And now we're trying, for another, landing permit, because all requirements are now been fulfilled. And if we fulfill those requirements, we are guaranteed to have the permit, and, it's guaranteed for the flight to go. So it's just the non-patient ones amongst them that are making noise and asking for refund. As we even speak now, some are even calling, and still asking for refund. But some just want to know, to confirm with us whether the flight is going or not. And when we affirm to them that the flight is coming and the flight will surely go, and that, acquiring the permits of Gambia and Nicaragua is a certainty. So they find to do it. They find to wait until the date that is slated. That is the 30th of this month now.
So you are saying the new date is the 30th of this month, October. So if that fails, that is the time you will think about refunding these people.
Yeah, exactly. That's the time. That's the time that the company will now sit and refund. It's not like everyone will come at once and will be like, okay, well, we refunded this. So there must be some set rules and dates and time that they will come to the office, either in groups or by pairs or by one, and then we give them their money.
But for those people who say your company is involved in trafficking, because a lot of us know that when people go to Nicaragua, they are looking for the back way to go to the United States. And that indirectly is trafficking, because, these people don't have that kind of money to go on vacation to that place. They cannot spend 90 days. They cannot afford that kind of payment in that destination that you're taking them. A lot of people that you have taken, they have said they are in America right now. So will you be, are you concerned that this could look like trafficking and for your company?
No, the thing is, so many people are going to Nicaragua. Nicaragua is a center for tourism. And, if you have the stamp or the visa of Nicaragua, you can walk into any of the four countries, between Nicaragua and Mexico. You can walk into any country, and you are free to, tour around, the Americas. So if you personally, if one person is like, okay, well, I want to go to America, from Nicaragua, for us as a company, we are meticulous in our ways. We make sure, like, every requirement that country asks, you will have it. Every hotel bookings that you need to do, you will have it. And every because even the aircraft involved is at risk, like because that's the reason we pay for their return ticket, we pay for their going and their return ticket. So if the airline has to go back and then he finds the airline finds no one, it finds no one on the ground to get on board to take them back to their countries, then the people disappear. So it's like the airline wouldn't be held responsible for bringing them, because the airline has come back to pick them up. It's just that, they were nobody, to be found, because they've all absconded.
The people that you have taken, have anybody returned back?
We do not know of any, that have returned, but we know of some, that were having some hiccups, and so they kind of felt that they need to return back home because they could not continue.
So a lot of people are concerned, especially Musayali Bachile is a politician and he's the head of this company, right?
Yeah, Musa Ali is the head. It's a company of like a 50-50 partnership. Like, I am acting as one of the head, and he's also, the head. So it's like he's the managing director and I am the CEO. So it's just one name of a head, but with different names.
So is there any other Gambians apart from you and Musayali Bachili, or is just the two of you?
Like, no, we have a whole team, a whole agent. The agents are part of us, who are like working for us. Some agents are working for themselves and, just getting the clients. And, we have employees and the whole thing. So, but other people, like, who are acquiring this kind of visas for people and, facilitating their trip for them. So I think, there are other people I may not know of, but I believe that we are not the only people doing it.
So, like I said earlier, I know there are agents. For example, you guys are selling the package for $4,500, but the agents are selling it more than that. Some are selling it for 6,000 or 6,000. Now, what happened? Because two of the people that I spoke to said they paid $6,000, but they have not paid directly to you guys. If that refund needs to happen, how is that going to happen? Because they have paid 6,000, but you guys are asking for 4,500. Now, how would you reconcile that?
Well, that will be, all on our refund policies, and which will happen, like, the moment, the flight has not landed on the 30th, we'll think about all of that because we have our agents, with us, the agents that are 100% under our employee, and the agents that are not under our employee. We have to, decipher, the two types of agents, and then, we'll come to terms. And some agents we are warned, not to touch any money is given to them or their cut or whatsoever until everything is settled, and then they'll start enjoying their profits, but let them make sure that nothing is being touched in the monies given to them.
And to those people who are saying this is human trafficking that a political leader like Musa Ali Bachili is involved in, what would you say to those people? Because a lot of people are saying this is I have seen tons of videos on TikTok, on Facebook, people talking about, and when I spoke to you earlier, I said, look, Basamba, this sounds like human trafficking to me, but you told me obviously it's not. To those people who are convinced that this is human trafficking, what do you want to say to them?
Yeah, well, human trafficking usually, I don't know, like, how the term is being defined, but, in my understanding, like, when you take people and they want to go for tourism, or they want to go and resettle in another country, like an immigrant as an immigrant in that country, and then make their way out to greener pasture. So and those same people are saying, like, because of some tardiness happening to their journey, those same people saying, look at me, I am part of it. I've been trafficked by, so and so person. Like, it's like very funny. You're like, okay, well, I want to go as a tourist. But the moment they said your flights are not available for this month, the flight will come, or this week, the flight will come next week. You, same person, goes on telling people that, hey, I paid my money into their account. I give them my money for them to, take me to Nicaragua. These people, they are traffickers. So, how will that sound? It's like you, same customer who comes with your money voluntarily, not being forced, not being asked, not being promised anything. We do not promise them that when they go to Nicaragua, they'll be employed, or when they go to Nicaragua, they'll have like, a better life, than here. So they themselves, came and, they themselves volunteered. They accepted that they are going to Nicaragua, and what we fix for them is that your documents should be intact, your visa should be intact, all the documentations that the government of Nicaragua would require from them. So these are the things that we make available for them, and if those things are available, then they are going as clean as a slate. They go in there like as tourists, and whatever happens after Nicaragua, that's their own decision to make.
finally, to the customers who have paid to your company and they're worried, they're concerned that this travel may not happen, and what do you want to tell them and the entire Gambian population who might want to do this kind of business with you in the future? What message do you want to tell first the customers that you have right now and the entire Gambian population? Because I see a lot of people telling me this is human trafficking, and they are saying it's, a lot of people are also concerned. What message do you want to tell first the customers and also then the entire population?
Yeah, what I want to tell the customers is that after, if any customer is having the intention to pass through Nicaragua from there to go to the U.S., family members, in the U.S., some of them, their family members in the U.S., would even tell them that, this is a good opportunity for you to come. It's not a Trump administration. It's Biden. It's a Biden administration. It's not a Trump administration anymore. And so, you guys, will be having the biggest opportunity of your life to travel, to come to the USA. So this is the time, you have to venture into the journey of coming to the Americas and then to the US. So this, we are only, facilitators. We are only facilitators of, making that journey, because the destination they want is Nicaragua. We give them the Nicaraguan visa. We give them the destination to Nicaragua. And from there, they venture with their own pocket monies, with their own knowledge, with their own risk, to take.
But Mr. Basamba, are you not already saying that this is an opportunity for people to go to the United States? Is that not itself?
No, I'm saying, the family members of the people, will tell them. We have family members of, these customers who will be telling them that this is the opportunity, that it's a Biden administration now.
Okay.
The borders are open, for the people to go. So why not them, try? And we are facilitators, to giving them the job to go to Nicaragua. And from Nicaragua, they find their way with the help of their families, give with their own pocket money to go through Nicaragua and continue their journey. Because after Nicaragua, after we take them to Nicaragua, and after Nicaragua, we are no longer, guiding them to go through. So we'll give them the route, if they want to.
Okay. So, and to the Gambian people, any message? Because a lot of people are concerned that a lot of money is.
To the Gambian people, I'll tell them, I don't know whether I'm allowed to do any marketing in the platform, for the people to fill up.
I'm going to have to send you a bill, you and Musa Yali Bachili, for that.
No problem. The thing is, the flight is there and the flight is, available. So we still have still there's 100 more, seats that are available. And, if we can fill the 200.
Basamba, are you still advertising when you are not even able to take the 235 that you have collected money from? And you're still advertising?
No, because we have 560, aircraft. We have 560 aircraft. If, more people pay, we bring the 560. That will go. If at all, only 235 we have in. So, we have, maybe 15 more to fill up the 250. So if that's available, we bring the flight. It's not that, we don't, it's about the availability is there. It's not that, we can't take the 250 customers. It's just that, the hiccups that were happening, like we said before, the landing permits, those are the major things. And if we have those landing permits, on the 30th, the flight will go, inshallah.
If it doesn't go on the 30th, I'll have you. Actually, Musa Ayali Bachili promised to speak to me when he comes back. You guys are out of the country because of the flight issues, but we will have to sit down and have a conversation, because I think this is even a more serious issue for him as a politician, and his name involving in something like this. But also, I think it needs to be more clear as to what is the definition between this and human trafficking. But again, like I said, we will talk to him when he comes back. Thank you very much for just clearing the air for us. I will leave that to the followers to see what they make of this. And thank you for talking to us. My regards to Bachili. I'll talk to him when he gets back.
No worries. Thank you.
Basamba Drammeh, right? Basamba
Muhammad Drammeh.
Basamba Muhammad Drammeh. And this is definitely different from the other Basamba. I want to make it clear.
Definitely different from the other Basamba. Definitely. The other Basamba is my nephew, you know, a good friend. So, you know, he's definitely different from the other Basamba.
Okay.
He was here. He was here in Nigeria also. He called me that, uncle, I'm in Lagos, in Nigeria. Whilst I was in Abuja, you know, I'm in Abuja, and, you know, he was in Lagos. So, you know, we could not see. Okay. So that was the misunderstanding that happened. So some people even called and we, you guys, you know, you're lying to us. You know, I've seen Basamba. Basamba is in the Gambia. So, you know, once, you know, they mistook that other Basamba to me.
Oh. Oh, okay.
So they thought that, you know, because they knew that, you know, he was here, and so he came to Lagos. We didn't even see me and that Basamba. Me and Basamba didn't even see. So, you know, he went back, and some other people were like, Basamba came from Nigeria. You know, he's in the Gambia. And some people had to call me and said, you know, I've been told that you are back. You know, and because most of these customers, we don't even see them. It is the agents who brought their monies and everything. We only see their passport and fix it. So that's all we did.
Basamba, so, I know you are a U.S. resident, right? And you are right. I don't want to. You are a Gambian U.S. You know, you are not. You don't live in the Gambia,
no,
right?
I'm Gambian. I've never been to U.S.
Oh, you have never been to the U.S. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Then okay. But I just wanted to say, I know Allah, if anybody sees this from the U.S., they will tell you this is human trafficking. So if you are somebody who lives in the U.S., that would have been a little different. With, I mean, but yeah, you are not from the U.S. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not from the U.S.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you for talking to us. All right. Thank you. Thank you.